Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Three Men and a Little Virus. Yes, this is week number 9 of Series 2 and we're calling it Going Crazy. Yes, we have a few moments this week where we're not quite ourselves. So my name's Mark Cridland. I'm the one that tries to hold it all together and put this into some kind of semblance of a podcast. And I'm joined by our usual comedians. They are Mr. AMJ, that's Adam Morrison-Jones, and Mr. Paul Tingy. They're the comedians. They bring the funny to this. And if I don't say that, they tell me off. So this week then we talk about working at music festivals, how we've been coping during lockdown, AMJ has a blister, and of course Potato Head news. We're also introduced to a new employee of Geraldine Giraffe. Yes, he's an interesting one. The Windows 95 paperclip comes up, which leads to some weird, really weird conversations. And the couple who decided to go shopping in Waitrose wearing extreme PPE. Yes, we'll talk all about that one. And then we've got the quiz with another celebrity guest. Who can it be? You'll have to wait and find out. So, sit back, relax and enjoy another week of Three Men and a Little Virus.
Yeah, everything's good, man. How the devil are you two?
Not bad. I had to go back to work this week, didn't I?
Oh,
How was that? Nice week off, and then I had to go back to work. The amount of emails and text messages I had on my work phone, crazy amount. Most of them, I went delete.
What was the most ridiculous one you had?
There was just lots. There was lots of different stupid ones. Some that were actually maybe I could have.
Why haven't I been paid?
Yeah, mostly. Mostly that.
My rent's due. Help me.
No, I'm still getting them already.
I'm locked in the school.
Here.
I'm locked in the office. Let me out.
I'm from the bleach. Oh,
yeah, and that was set the previous Monday.
do you remember the time when we were at a certain music festival and I got stung by a bee and I came to see you for medical help and you told me to man up?
Yeah. That was I followed the medical advice and just told you to man up.
I don't think that's in there.
I think he swore at the same time.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with him.
It almost stung. It really hurt.
Yeah.
I love the fact that there's some bits of promo where my name is still put down as co-host of that festival because I was meant to be, but then I got pulled into work with my employers at the time, and I love it. Sometimes I think it even made it into the Express or the Mercury that Adam Morrison-Jones and Paul Tingy hosted the events. Like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yep.
Up until last Christmas, the adverts for that festival were still in the HMV in Canterbury.
Really?
On the wall, yeah. Just like where they just cover it up. I thought, wow, that's been there a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that because one day of the festival, I was doing medical. I was on the medical duty of it and then the following day, I was behind the bar.
Yeah.
So it was well organised.
And I know what you was serving everyone. A cup of man up.
Oh, good old man, the fuck up.
Yeah. Gotta have a bit of that. So all been good. All been enjoying the week.
Yeah,
I think if we're going by how am I feeling, decide after you've listened to the quiz later on.
Yeah, talking of that, we've got another celebrity guest. It's a celebrity that I've never heard of before.
I'll tell you what, he's the brains behind one of the greatest comedic characters I've ever known in my lifetime.
What, Paul Woodhouse?
Who's Paul Woodhouse?
Don't know.
Do you mean Paul Whitehouse?
That's the one.
Good old Woodhouse.
Good old Woodhouse.
Solid performances from him.
Yeah.
You ain't heard of me, right?
And old Harry Sheffield, his collaborator.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep.
Good old Harry Sheffield. Oh, mate. I generally think, like, this lockdown has messed with my brain. Like, I just can't think at the moment. Do you know, does anyone else get this at the moment?
It's been a really weird one, but we're looking forward to seeing how the trial of opening up the schools goes. If see how well the little blighters spread the virus everywhere. Could be
Yeah.
interesting.
I feel like for those kids, because they've had the best year of education ever, really. Of not being imagine being a kid and being told you don't have to come in for a year.
Yeah, but the amount of like primary school age kids' parents had full heads of hair this time last year and are now completely bald.
You're right.
Yeah, like me.
Like you.
No, I said full head of hair to start off.
And me, I haven't got kids.
Are you still losing it?
I'm still losing it. It's genetic. Genetic. It's weird though, isn't it? When you think about that. Like, I would have dreamt of like a snow day, like in school. We never got time off when it was in school. We were always in that school. They never closed for anything, Asta.
No, despite it being on a really steep hill.
Yeah, do you remember that? Like, and you must have had this, Paul. Like, the idea of going to like down that hill in the snow was terrifying because someone would always take you out.
Do you know what? I didn't have to worry about anyone taking me out because I just slipped over anyway.
Good old dyspraxia. There we are.
It's because his shoes never had any grip on them because he had the same shoes all the way through school.
Do you know what?
My mum and dad bought my shoes back then, so I was getting a new pair every 2 days. As soon as I started paying for them, go away.
I think I've had like kind of shoe revenge for taking the piss out of your shoe buying habits. I've had the world's biggest blister ever. So I decided to pop it like just before I went on air because I'm professional. And do you ever pop like a blister with a pin? And I kind of put it into the blister, which hurt, and then realised it had gone too far and actually got in the back of my foot. And then kind of had to retrieve the pin out of the back of my foot. And it's just kind of bled everywhere. And
from the other side.
It really bloody hurts.
Hello from the other side.
You shouldn't have used that knitting needle.
Oh, man. You
shouldn't have used Dave Tusks.
Well, nor should that ivory dealer.
The lovely people of forgot what I was going to say. Carry on. No. When I get blisters, well, the lovely people from Sweet World, they do great deals. But no, when I get a blister, I just keep on walking or running until it pops in my sock and my shoe.
With your shoes, that's like a public health hazard. It just seeps out. That's the equivalent of a banana skin. Oh.
And that's why he's had 1 foot cut off.
Oh, mate. Surely that's not healthy, though. Like,
I'm sticking a pin through your foot is.
Yeah, but I'd like... Well, yeah. Well, touche, actually. That's a good point. It's not...
Did you sterilise the pin?
That one, you can't. What?
Did you
put a bit of
sterilise the pin?
back on it. It was fine.
Oh, God.
I'll wear my foot afterwards. Does that count as sterilising?
Everyone's weed on their foot. Usually about 2 o'clock in the morning. When you look down and go...
Since I've hit 30, I'm getting up during the night to go for a wee. What's that about?
Welcome.
I remember when my dad quite happily go throughout the whole day.
You could go for it.
Just wait till you get to my age. Every single time you see a toilet, you can't pass up the opportunity.
To be honest, I've actually always had a rubbish bladder. So
when I used to do trips to London, I used to like kind of plan the tour so there were toilets nearby. Like you know those times in the day when you really need the bathroom. Like I know full well if I've got on a trip and it started at 8, I'm going to need that wee at midday. So that was always when I was at the National Gallery.
Right, last week there was poo stories. This week, wee stories. This really has gone downhill.
I'll try and move away from it. They're talking about
poo stories. Actually, poo stories. The story that upset everyone this week was the potato head story.
Bloody hell! Like you can't go from poo to potato head. I'll tell you,
turtle heading, but you know.
Oh, my fiance said to me once, "Oh, I'm turtlenecking," and that just really made me laugh. I'm leaving. I'm off. I'm turtlenecking.
Anyway, potato head. Everyone's been going off on this, and we have the official statement from Hasbro regarding this, because Hasbro are renaming Mr. Potato Head to just Potato Head.
And Mrs. Potato Head.
Oh, you mean, well, Mrs. Potato Head's been around for ages anyway.
Yeah, but she's also going to be known as... They're just going to be called Potato... It's going to be Potato Head, the brand, but you can still buy Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I think it's a step in the right direction.
You could buy a baby potato as well.
Well, I don't know why you're all so bothered. You don't know his first name anyway.
Exactly.
I just find it odd.
Let you shoehorn that joke in.
Yeah, it worked better online than it did then. I'll give it that.
No.
Well, anyway, the official statement from Hasbro is that they're officially renaming Mr. Potato Head brand to Potato Head to better reflect the full line. But rest assured, the iconic Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head characters aren't going anywhere and will remain as Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. So don't worry, they're still keeping their genders. But it's going to be coming out.
Getting divorced.
Wow, who knows? Later this year, of course, Hasbro's American, so it says launching this fall, so in August, September, October kind of time. You're going to be able to make your own potato head family. So whichever way you want to make your family, whether it could be 2 dads, 2 mums, just generic gender neutral ones, who knows? And of course the babies. So you can have the family however you want it to be. So don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are still going to be there. As Paul said, still available. And you can buy a whole kit that has 45 pieces in it. Ooh.
What kid is playing with a Mr. or Mrs. or Potato Heads in 2021? Is that still a hot topic like item?
It's a hot potato topic.
Hey! It's like...
So you did the groundwork.
I did that worked.
Almost 70 years Mr. Potato Head has been around. Almost 70 years. It's a proper rotten potato.
It's just odd. It's clearly when they're doing it to try and get a few new people buying potato heads.
Oh yeah, it's a massive publicity opportunity. So that's what they're doing it for. But just remember, it's for kids ages 2 and up.
2 and up. Tamagotchis will be back. That'll be the next one to change their name because everyone's still playing with Tamagotchis, aren't they?
Yeah,
Tamagotchis.
Who knows? Furbies came back all digital, didn't they? So who knows?
Do you know what? Like, I reckon there's money in this now. I reckon if you have a pristine Mr. Potato Head in a few years, that's going to be worth serious dollar.
I wouldn't be 100%. Surprised.
I'm going to buy one. I'm going to get my hands on it. I'm going to write that down on my to-do list for tomorrow. Buy a Mr. Potato Head. And I'll report back in 2 years because we'll probably still be doing this.
I had a Mr. Potato Head.
You still have, Paul? I'm sorry to hear about that.
You should have been to see the doctor.
I haven't. It got lost. I lent it to my nephew and never saw it again. But I had a Mr. Potato Head, and I had it for about 3.5 years, and every day it was in a different pose. I loved it. Might buy myself another potato head. In the fall, which is the autumnal month. The fall?
Yeah.
Because that's when the leaves fall from the trees.
Yes.
That's why the Americans call it fall.
Yep, simplified English.
That's the way you want to look at it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hence, like you have the likes of sidewalk, because you walk on the side of the road. So that's why Americans call it a sidewalk, because they want to make it simple for the simple Americans. And if you're listening in America, welcome. Hello, we love you.
And that definitely did not mean any of that. And AMJ nor myself agree with those sentiments. We'd like to take ourselves away from that libelious, slanderous defamation of your beautiful American character.
Yeah, but American is simplified English. It's how it's defined. It's simplified English. So,
but you don't need to call
English
the people of America simple.
I just said there was simplified English speaking.
And you're listening to Newsnight podcast.
Talking of, anyone seen the news lately?
The latest podcast from QI.
If someone's accidentally looked for this, found this, and like was looking for QI,
you know what we need to do?
When they get to the quiz later, what they're going to think.
Imagine.
You know what we really need? We need to open up the demographic and get a gay person on board, and then it could be QI for the straight guy.
Well, that's good. I like that. I love Queer Eye. It's one of my favourite. It was one of my highlights of lockdown, that show.
Yeah, I had one, but I had an operation on it.
Hey.
Whoa. I think this is becoming the most offensive show we've been doing.
If you are offended by anything in this podcast, then shh, don't tell anyone.
Especially our employers, by the sounds of it.
Especially don't speak to anyone's employers.
Well, Credit's got employees. Well,
yes,
man.
Yes.
Some of them are still stuck in work. Please, Mr. Cridland, it's been 3 weeks.
Racist.
Just a small skeleton. Anyway, I heard that Geraldine has a new employee. Talking about employees and employers.
Oh, that's right, Pet. I've hired myself a crocodile because I need a bit more muscle out on the road where people are claiming they can't pay their rent on time and they can't pay their debts. So I wanted to get a real shark because, a long shark and all that. But, unfortunately, they died when I took them out of the water. So I got a crocodile. You're right, Geraldine. Your voice sounds very strange. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I've been sucking on that helium.
Helium?
From my voice. Yeah, helium.
Who's he?
Don't tell Benefit Bear. He's no one. Let's carry on.
Sorry, I've just been sent an email randomly that's popped up telling me that my job application to Nando's has been I haven't got through to the next round. Fun fact for you, I haven't applied to work at Nando's. So, when you're just looking at something going, what? This is really confused me.
I think I used your email address by mistake, MJ. Sorry.
Why would you want to work in Nando's, Dave?
Did they mean to send it to Adam Morrison?
Oh, he's had a week on that because I'm doing this gig for the Dyspraxic Foundation. They keep tagging him in all the Instagram posts, but I'm enjoying it more not to correct him.
Yeah, well, I want to work there because there are lots of famous comedians eating Nando's, and I want to meet some, and I'll try and get them to be guests on my quiz.
Good idea.
Who eats in Nando's, Dave?
Russell Howard, Ed Byrne,
I thought I even say Ed Balls.
Ricky Gervais, lots of others.
Nice.
Oh.
Didn't know that. I've eaten in Nando's once, and that was only because it was free.
How did you wang? Yeah, have you got a Nando's black card? Because
No.
Russell does.
If
Who
I
has?
did, I'd be in there quite a lot. But no. It was only because I was. It was after the London Marathon. I've been on the medical duties with St John Ambulance, so it was a perk of the day to be to have a Nando's.
I bet for a minute then I thought, had you run the London Marathon and then decided after all that training, do you know what? A Nando's.
Yeah, no, I drove the London Marathon in an ambulance. Anyway, Clayton, tell us all about Clayton.
Well, he's a crocodile, isn't he? And he's from Australia. And he
As
gets
all
the money
crocodiles.
for me. And he'll bite your nose off if you don't pay up.
Mm.
And he certainly knows how to snap up a good opportunity.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I do, mate. Don't mess with me.
Can we ask you some questions, Clayton?
I'm a very private man, but I'll see what I can do.
How old are you?
Well, that's a bit personal, mate. I ain't going to tell you.
Okay. What type of how do you identify yourself? What type of crocodile are you?
My lawyer has told me to say no comment.
If you could be any other animal other than a crocodile, what would you be?
No comment.
How many times a day do you think to yourself, I need to brush my teeth again?
No comment.
What was your favourite Rolling Stones album?
Probably the one where they sung about brown sugar.
Brown sugar. I like that. Would you feel like actually having brown sugar as a crocodile could be very detrimental to your teeth?
Well, actually, it's about heroin, mate. It's not about brown sugar, the Dimitri version. So you just need to know what they're talking about.
It's even worse, though, isn't it? Like heroin's going to affect your teeth more than sugar, I think.
Well, I'll be honest, you're not putting heroin in your tea, are you? You're either injecting it or smoking it.
Well, after
So,
you've run out of... Well, yeah, still, if it comes in your mouth.
No comment, What's coming in my mouth?
The brown sugar. The brown sugar is coming in your mouth.
Who's he?
I'm not happy about this.
Okay.
I've been brought on with this under false pretenses. Any other questions? I don't want to be accused of having something coming in my mouth. I don't have sex since the accident.
I'm sorry to hear that. What was the accident?
The love of my life was taken away from me by a crocodile hunter.
Oh.
She's now a purse and handbag and boot set. And the worst thing is, where it's illegal, it's just in the customs depot waiting to be destroyed. And since then, I've not been able to live again.
Was it Jimmy Nail?
That I find that disrespectful. I think he should be banged up.
It's going to be hard.
Clayton, what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? Can you tell us?
Wow, alligators have names beginning with A's, and crocodiles have names beginning with C, like my mates Carl and Colin and Critters. He's a crocodile. Not you, though, because you're not a crocodile. The alligators got names like Alan, Aaron, Axel, Avron.
I thought it was just like the way that you say goodbye to them. You know, because crocodiles you say I'll see you in a while, and alligators you see later.
No, that's a common misconception. It's the sort of thing that I want to bring to light whilst I've got the platform before I go off and hurting people. But I don't feel hurt because I don't feel nothing anymore.
Do you feel
in sorrow?
Do you feel since
I can't remember the last time I smiled, and never smile at me. All right.
Did you feel, Clayton, that since
Why are
the
you laughing?
introduction
I
of
just
you,
told you not to smile at me.
I'm not smiling. I'm not.
That's
Did
right,
you
'cause you never smile at a crocodile.
You should never smile at a crocodile. Since
I'll
the
bite your fucking legs off and
Right,
won't think twice.
I'm aware of this, Clayton. But do you think since you've been introduced to, as I like to call it, the Dave multiverse, this has completely like ruined all hope of getting any CBBC or children's based show? We've gone quite dark. You're kind of like the
Dave
Bruce Wayne.
Multiverse.
Dave
Dave,
multiverse.
Coming up next on Dave is Clayton the Crocodile. It tells us more about his life. And then later on, it's Top Gear for the 100th time today.
Basically, right, we can. I'm happy to like make my backstory more child friendly. I found out that the Tooth Fairy done a bunk with my money, and that's why I'm so upset. And I want to get vengeance on Tooth Fairy, but actually, it turns out it was a bad elf, and the bad elf is the one who I work for. And actually, I just miss my wife and my kids. They got turned into bras.
Brass. Crocodiles in brass.
Yes, it's fashion. You never know. You wouldn't know who go at it. I'm just thinking, actually, maybe I was just hoping that your wife wasn't included in this police seize of 80 alligator heads, but it's all right because crocodiles
Because she's a fucking crocodile, you dopey.
Exactly, they're different. But yeah, I found this news story actually happened recently. 80 alligator heads.
It's called Cara.
Cara
Yeah,
crocodile.
Cara crocodile. She was a beauty. She used to let the birds just playfully play on her back. And she let them do it. But if one of them pecked too hard, she'd bite their little heads off. She was so sweet, my Cara.
Anyway, well, it was good to see you. It's lovely to meet you at last. So we've got. So are you going to be coming back later on for the quiz? Are you joining in at all, or are you off now?
I'm trying to keep a low profile. I'll be honest, but I might turn up. I'm not sure, but I might turn up. If I do, and I say anything offensive, I apologise now. I'm just a bit upset right now. You brought the worst out of me.
All right, you go and rest up and get some Strepsils for your throat.
What are you talking about?
No, doesn't matter.
Are you expecting me to sing? Oh, I can sing it. I can sing any show tune.
Maybe later.
I'd rather not.
Bye, Clayton.
Bye. I'm just gonna go and wait under the sink.
Oh, can you go and find Paul for us?
I don't know where he is, but I know Dave and Geraldine are about.
Fair enough. That'll be right.
Hello.
Hello, Dave.
Clayton looks really upset.
I'm not surprised.
Looks like he's crying. I think you're giving him crocodile tears.
Yeah. I can't wait to see kids all over the place buying Clayton the Crocodile toys, like everyone's favourite upbeat crocodile.
Yeah, he's very, very good. But
for listening phrases such as, "Oh, I miss her."
I'm so lonely.
And the more upbeat, cheery message to your parents, "I'll bite your fucking nose off, you pom bastard."
It's lovely.
Coming to all good toy stores soon.
Oh dear. But it does remind me though of, as I mentioned there, this news story about the 80 alligator heads that were found in a house in Birmingham in the UK.
Blimey.
It's 80 alligator heads. Police were tipped off by the haul because items were being sold on eBay. So the National Wildlife Crime Unit of the West Midlands Police swooped onto a house, and it was the Birmingham Police did a tweet saying, "Not your normal find for us when conducting a warrant, but all in a day's work for the National Wildlife Crime Unit." I didn't know there was a National Wildlife Crime Unit. Did you?
No, it's meant to be secret.
Yes.
That's the problem with Twitter.
Ah, so they ruined it. Yeah, they're saying that apparently this person imported illegally all of these alligator heads, and then there was actually selling them individually on eBay, which you can't really do. So
Why would you want one? What would it
to make authentic Crocs? But it's like it's
Hey?
the off brand. It's the off brand of Crocs called alligators.
Oh.
Well, they'd probably sell more if they just call them gators. Really, if they call them gators, more people are.
That's what they call them in Australia.
Listen to me. When you could also make plasters out of them, and you can call them Gatorades.
Very good.
Good idea. I like the way they've got on here. The warrant was conducted under the Control of Trade of Endangered Species Act, and a 44-year-old man has been voluntarily interviewed. So he wasn't nicked for it. He was just asked to come down and have a chat. It's like they're making it out it's like the crime of the century and it's all illegal. But yeah, we didn't arrest him. We just wanted him to come in for a chat because we wanted to know where
voluntary interviews.
Yeah, that's just odd.
It was for a job they had going. It was nothing to do with the crime. It just popped in. It's like, did you steal these? Will I get the job? Yeah, I nicked them all. That's how the police solve 90% of their crimes. They get people to come in for jobs, say, did you commit this crime? Make people say yes, thinking it's part of it, and then just nick them. It's terrible. It's been going on for centuries.
That's what it is.
It has that, and also Bill Gates is at it as well. Like, I don't know if you've heard about this. Like, the injections to stop us getting COVID have actually made us dream in Windows 95. I had a dream last night. I was being chased by a paperclip.
Did he just keep asking you, do you need help with that?
He did, and then he weirdly turned into a dog and then back into the paperclip. And he says, it looks like you're writing a letter. It's like, I'm not. I'm trying to sleep. Leave me be.
It looks like you're trying to run away, but your dyspraxia is making you stumble.
It looks like you've been overthinking in the day.
It looks like you're trying to go for a wee, but that looks a bit aggressive to me. Do you need help with that?
That aggressive wee.
Are you talking rude there, critters? Too right as he's talking about having a Tommy tank, innit?
I love the idea of referring to it as an aggressive wee. Because, like, if that...
It just popped into my head.
Could you imagine, though?
I heard it pop out yet afterwards.
Which one?
If you were having an aggressive wee, and then instead of the white stuff coming out, you should just weed all over yourself.
Yeah, like a jet washer.
Oh, that
I'm going to go and wash my car this weekend. I don't think I will now.
Right, on that note, should we get Dave and Geraldine in to do the quiz?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for your neighbours, Paul. I've just got visions of you and a sponge knocking one off over your car. I have to reload.
Well, it's a very nice car.
Yeah, well, they won't let you back in Esso because they saw you coming. Boom.
Dave, are you there? Do you want to introduce the quiz?
Oh, yeah. Can Geraldine help me?
If she must.
Okay, because she's got the better singing voice, so she's going to sing the theme tune.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Go on then.
Oh, it's time for the quiz with Dave and Geraldine. It's called E.G. Like example given, but it's elephant and giraffe. It's E.G. time. That's right, it's E.G. time with me, Dave the elephant, and Geraldine the giraffe. Hiya, everyone.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Mr. Producer Man, am I allowed to now get the contestants to introduce themselves?
Go on then.
Oh, thank you. Contestant number one, as always, is AMJ. AMJ, who are you?
Hello, my name is Adam, and I'm a marketing consultant from Devonshire.
Woo! Oh,
Yeah.
looks like you've gone all just stone on us and forgotten all about Dover, you Hernbear Ponce.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Oh, he's already on -3 now.
Geraldine, no scores yet, please. But last week, the scores were impeccable and it was done properly. Now, contestant number 2, the chap with a beard who's the producer of the show.
Yes, I'm Mark, and yes, I produced this, and it's wonderful, isn't it, everyone?
Oh, I find it the best podcast ever.
What's up with you, AMJ?
I just found that like selling yourself to the max. It's wonderful, isn't it? Please tell me it's wonderful. It's great, this, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's the best thing I've ever heard, and we've got at least 4 regular listeners now.
We have. And they're all on this quiz.
Paul's not a bet. Chris Barnes. Last week, there was a chap who looked like you, but it's not. So tell us about yourself, Chris Barnes.
Hello, I'm Chris Barnes, and I like double bookings, so I thought I'd do it as a different character.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure what those words mean, but there's definitely words. Now, 6 questions tonight, and again we're going to go AMJ first, followed by Critters, followed by Chris Barnes, and then it's going to be Critters, Chris Barnes, and then AMJ, then Chris Barnes, AMJ, and Critters, and so on and so forth until we've done the 6 questions.
Cool.
Everyone happy with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Why not?
Let's do this.
I want my name abbreviated.
Oh, what do you want it abbreviated to?
Barnes.
Barnes. Can I call you Barnesy?
No.
Right. Sorry about that, Chris Barnes. I shall now call you Barnes. I didn't mean to upset you by calling you Barnesy.
That's fine, David.
My name is Dave, but 1-1. Touche, Barnesy.
Is that Frank Bruno? Has he rocked up all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, you are the elephant of many voices.
Oh, that's actually Geraldine doing that voice. She can go deep when she wants to.
I'm sure she can.
Yeah.
Hey.
She keeps saying that benefit bear gets deep into her. Must be spiritual or something. Right, AMJ,
Yes,
are you ready for the first question of tonight?
I am more ready than I've ever been, and I've been ready a few times.
I really like that answer, and because our bounty points out however I like, you're back to 0.
Happy days.
Excellent. So, first question. When did they open the London Underground? You don't need a specific date, just the year, please.
1859.
Oh, I will give points if you go either side.
No, you won't. I'm giving the points, you stupid giraffe.
Oh, sorry. Last
No.
week
It's bugger. It's not 1859, is it? It's 1860. No.
I'm sorry, MJ. We have to take your first answer. DJ Critters. When did they open the London Underground?
I am got a bloody clue. So I'm going to guess 1890.
Okay. Barnes. When did they open the London Underground?
Well, I have no answer of my own, and I think Adam thinks he got it right, so 1860.
Hold on.
Oh, it's like listening to the birthday game with Richard Osman when someone does the dirty. It's a great podcast. Check it out. Better than this tin pot. Right.
Wow.
Geraldine, could you please give the answer and then let them know how many points they've got? Don't forget to give the answer first. otherwise the producer gets cross.
All right, I'll tell you now. The answer was 1863.
Yay!
You're on 0 points. DJ
Slaps.
Critters, you're on 0 points. And although you weren't a year either side, Barnes, I really like your style of trying to mug off AMJ. And I love AMJ getting mugged off, so you're going to get 5 bonus points.
Bosh.
Thank you, Geraldine. Now, question now goes to DJ Critters. Are you ready for this?
I am indeed.
How many stripes are there on the US flag?
I don't know. I'm not American. I'm gonna say 13.
Thank you for your guess, even though it was a bit hesitant to begin with. Barnes, how many stripes are there on the US flag?
I think 10.
You think 10? Okay. I almost said the answer then. That would have ruined the game. AMJ, how many stripes?
I'm gonna go with 7. 7. I'm looking around the room to see something with a US flag on, but weirdly we've not got anything hanging up with an American flag on it.
You know, go with poster?
No, not in the office. No, there's one in the toilet.
You've got a Tim Minchin poster in your office?
I have got a Tim Minchin poster.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
In the Facebook videos.
Hey, that's it.
So your guess was 7?
7.
Right. Okay. Don't give up your day job, mate. Geraldine, what's the answer, please?
I'll tell you now. One of you is getting all the points for being correct. The other 2 were incorrect. The answer was 13.
Oh, really?
Congratulations, Mark Cridland. I'm
That
looking
was
for
a complete guess.
for you.
Oh, you sly bastard.
From a complete guess. I love it.
Listen to the bad language, please, AMJ.
Sorry.
We've already got naughty potty mouth Geraldine, and Clayton Crocodile has already upset the censors. Now, Barnes, is it true that when you do your thing, the crowd go bananas? But how are you doing the Jamaican rap? You borned yourself of the Watford Gap. Right. Your question. How many days does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun?
1 day.
Okay, thank you. AMJ, how many days does it take to orbit the Sun?
Well, I'm going to go with 1 day. I feel like this is a really weird trick question.
Right now, I'm not feeling very thick. You've made an elephant feel a bit clever.
No, it's a year, isn't it? It's a year. It's not. It's a year.
Critters, how many days does it take for the
You have to take his first answer.
Yeah, I've taken it. I've taken it.
I'm not here to win. I'm just here to make sure Adam doesn't win.
Doing the sport, there's not much chance of him winning anyway.
Oh, not at this rate.
So, after all that kerfuffle, DJ Critters, how many days does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun?
I think it's more than a day. I'm going to go with...
It's just being funny.
If you just say that, you'll win.
I'm going to say 365 days.
Geraldine, what is the correct answer?
Well, you know what? I thought Barnes was just trying to be funny and just said a random number. So I'm going to give him 3 points for that. AMJ, you've let yourself down because you thought it was a trick question. It's not a trick question. You're just being a bit thick. So you lose 2 points. DJ Critters, you got it correct. And you didn't rub it in being all smarmy. So you get 4 points for getting the right answer and 22 points for being amazing.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Geraldine. Right, it's time for question number 4.
Oh.
Are you ready, AMJ?
Oh, it's me. Yes, I was born ready. Actually, I was born Adam.
Pinkish.
Pinkish.
You weren't ready, you were pinkish. You hit me, Harry. Right. What happened on July 20th, 1969?
July 20th, 1969. Was there a Beatles album released?
Oh, Geraldine will let you know afterwards. Is that your final answer?
Well,
Of
you
course it
say
is.
this. You no. You say this, but anything could have
That's the
happened.
final answer.
Yeah.
Geraldine gives the answers. She would get involved, but she's currently scoffing some yogurt. Critters.
Yes.
What happened on July 20th, 1969? I think you got an unfair advantage. I think you're the only one alive at the time.
You
Had your
cheeky
first
elephant.
mortgage.
There's only one thing I can think of that comes to mind in 1969. I haven't got a clue what date it was, but it's saying it's got to be like the moon landings, because that's the only thing I can think of in 69. I haven't got a clue what date it was, but yeah, I'm going to go with moon landings.
Ah,
I remember every single 69 I've had. I can remember the date and exactly what happened.
I've worked out what it is.
Thank you,
I've
Geraldine, for that.
Oh, this is so annoying.
What was it, Adam?
I'm not. Oh, Barnes. Oh,
I'll tell you what. I'm going to put my big hoofy fingers into my big ears and not listen. And AMJ, if you want to consult, you can. But
right.
I'm not here.
I think he might have got his first real six string.
I don't think I'll take that answer.
Okay then. Well, on your head be it. On your head be it, Barnes.
So, Chris, Barnes, just Barnes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Are they going to attack and hurt you? You got to get to the line. I'm doing John Barnes rapping. What happened on July 20th, 1969?
Well, I couldn't hear what Adam said properly, but I think he said I had my first real sex dream.
No, he said first six string, as in the song 69.
Oh yeah, the 69 song came out. No, it couldn't. No, it couldn't have been. No, the moon landing.
I did your mother 69.
Which was a bit rude that you had your first sex dream. Geraldine, can you please put us out of our misery?
Once again, you can tell DJ Critters is used to being a quizmaster. He was correct. It was the moon landings.
Woo!
Never happened.
However, Barnes,
Hello.
you said it was your first sex dream. What was your first sex dream?
It was Carol Vorderman in a toboggan. I was tossing and turning all night.
I like that joke. And Carol Vorderman is a foxy lady, and I could believe you woke up with a wet puddle between your legs. So I'm going to give you 28 bonus points for that.
Right. There was no laugh.
What?
There was no laugh at that joke, but I would prefer the laugh than the points.
Well, unfortunately, a giraffe can't laugh.
Ah, right.
What?
The only way I can laugh is if I pretend to be Frank Bono.
Bono.
Frank Bono.
Frank Bono.
Is that the tribute app that does the holiday park circuit?
Yeah, from India.
You just lost yourself 3 points there, A&J.
No, he runs Indian restaurants. He's Frank Boona.
Oh, that's good work.
I know. I should be a comedian.
You should, definitely.
That was me laughing to give you appreciation. Not only are you going to get my Frank Bruno laugh, you're also going to get another 52 points, Barnes.
Thank you.
What is it with like pictures of Frank Bruno in chip shops locally? Has anyone else noticed that, or is it just me?
No, that's a very weird observation.
Yes.
My eyesight, because I go to the fish and chip shops on my French stick stilts and I pretend to be a human. The other day it was raining and they disintegrated and they saw through my disguise, so I got thrown out. But I love the chippies. But I know why he's there, because he done a lot of promotion for fish and chips back in the 90s. Because you can be as British as Bruno and fish and chips.
Huh. Good on you, Bruno.
Yeah, he's in a much better place now.
Oh, good. That's good to hear.
He's in the Indian instead.
he's doing McDonald's.
Right, we're digressing. DJ Critters,
Yes.
what's the smallest country in the world?
I misheard that.
Did you?
Boris Johnson, isn't it?
Donald Trump's little hands. What's the smallest country in the world?
The Vatican City.
Okay, moving on. Barnes, what's the smallest country in the world?
Poddington, where all the peas live.
Down
Oh,
at the
man.
bottom of the garden, amongst the birds and the bees, there's a lot of little people. They're called the Poddington peas.
The Poddington
Secret
peas.
peas. Right, that's a fun song. AMJ, what's the smallest country in the world?
I know Mark's right, but I don't want to go with the same answer because I don't think that's fair on him to steal those points. So I'm going to go with Liechtenstein.
Ooh.
Geraldine, can you please give the answer?
I'll give you the answer, Dave. Unfortunately, you are all incorrect. You're so close, DJ Critters. The Vatican City is the capital of the Vatican. The answer is just the Vatican. However, Barnes, you got an extra 2,000 points because I like the way you smiled at me through the telephone.
Okay, thank you, Geraldine. Right, Barnes.
Hello.
This is the last question of tonight. Let's go for it, shall we? Are you ready?
Yes.
This is multiple choice. That's exciting, isn't it?
Ooh.
Right. When was Netflix founded? Was it 1997, 2001, 2009, pardon me, or 2015?
I think it's A, 1997. It's been around ages. It's been around longer than you think.
Thanks, Barnes.
So you actually want to win. Trevor would just say silly answer. I want to win.
He'd probably say 69, 69.
He would have done, yes.
Well, you are. You're over 2,000 points ahead. So you've got a slight advantage.
Do you want to hear my Trevor Feelgood impression?
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's hear a Trevor Feelgood impression.
Hello, my name's Trevor Feelgood, and I'm as funny as a kick in the bollocks that's not been recorded for you being framed. Oh, ladies, no wonder why I'm on that list. No.
Do you want to just... I'm willing to give you all the stuff and you just do it for me. Will I get the money?
It's a nice throwback to one of our episodes that we called The List.
Mm.
So if you didn't hear that one, go back and check it out. It's all available on all the usual digital on the podcast sites.
Look at him, proper present. I can't even
like this voice so much. I'm going to do the rest of the quiz like this.
You sound like Mr. Bean.
Now, I'm Mr. Oh, no, I'm a deep Mr. Bean. I've been having the opposite of helium. Oh, bloody Nora. Oh, right, just get Dave. Hello, Dave.
Are you having a good lockdown, Paul? You're not having a nervous breakdown at all, are you?
Not at all.
Paul's not here.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
See,
everyone keeps talking about Paul's fault when it's been Dave around.
exactly. Yeah, Series 2, Episode 22, The List.
Where does Paul go when Dave turns up?
Oh, he normally goes to freshen up. He has a shower. Or sometimes I'm with Paul during the main part of the podcast, but for the quiz, it's just me. Sometimes Paul makes sure that I've got the questions ready and helps me use the keyboards.
Anyway, answer A.
Yeah, that's what you went with. Right. But anyway, Clayton's back. Yeah, hello, mate. Yeah, I'm Clayton.
This is like Spit Image.
That's Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger's back.
Oh, 8 years. 8 years, and this is how it ends.
Dave, carry on with the quiz.
Pull yourself together, man. I'm going to ask the question.
Oh, no, I'm back. Because Clayton was tickling me with his tail. Right,
You can't get no satisfaction.
Never say that my act is very shambolic anymore, please. It's quite put together compared to this.
He has sugar in his tea. And he says, why it tastes so good?
No, you can tell that this is fully planned out, can't you?
I've never had brown sugar in my tea.
How long's the episode this week?
4 hours.
Oh, too long. So I want this done in 10 minutes. Oh, I've got places to be. AMJ, when was Netflix founded? 97, 0109, 15.
I know for a fact I know the answer to this, and the answer is 1997, the year I started secondary school. Was it your quiet?
What do you think we know about that?
I don't know. Just giving the listeners some extra facts.
In the first quiz, I said if you give me interesting stuff, you get bonus points. AMG, you've just got 2,200 bonus points. Congratulations!
Thank you very much, Geraldine.
Oh, that's my catchphrase. DJ Critters, when was Netflix founded? 1997, 2001, 2009, 2015.
It is indeed 97, which was the year that I passed. No, it wasn't. I can't remember now. Was that the year I passed the driving test? I can't remember. So many years ago.
Probably the year you passed wind.
many years ago.
You tried doing something interesting, Critters, but you lost the crowd when you forgot what the you done. So you've just lost all your fucking points and gone to minus 200. Yeah.
Don't matter anyway. Barnsley's got 1,000,000 points anyway, hasn't
he? Yeah.
No, right now, him and NG are tied.
Oh. What does this mean?
It means you're going to be tied up on my rack, and I'm going to have my wicked way with you.
And have you seen the rack on a giraffe?
Adam, you can win. It's fine.
No, you can win.
No, I'm only joking. It's the tie-break question.
I miss you as a Toys R Us mascot.
The tie-break question is, what year did Trevor Feelgood?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Adam, I won't even know this.
What year did Trevor Feelgood or Chris Barnes' Identity something or other get 1-star review?
Oh, you get
every year.
I don't even get right.
It was 2014.
Hang on, I'm just checking. The Edinburgh posters are on the wall. Which year was it? Oh, I can't see it. It's behind the other ones.
Barnes, the Born Identity.
You just keep bringing it up, don't you? I want it removed from the internet. I think it was 2013 because I didn't go when the Olympics was on, and that was my first show. So it's 2013.
Was that
my time just
commitment?
My time. He was doing long jump.
Yeah, I was moisturising daily.
You're wishing on the fucking eye, John. Now, I've been mean. I've been mean to Barnes, and I'm sorry, because, to be honest, he's still in the top 5 comedians I've ever seen live. And I've seen 12.
I love the way you said in the top 5 comedians you've ever seen live. No caveat to that.
No, he's never mentioned which ones are below me.
One of them
I've got a
is
feeling I
up
know
this
who's on
show.
that list.
One of them is a regular.
Stop
So-
bringing up lists.
Yeah, can you not have a go at Cridland for that? He did very well when he used to do
Oh.
stand-up.
Anyway, the winner of the quiz is Barnes.
Thank you.
Ooh, well done.
Done.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Well done, Barnes, for winning. This week, you win a hat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my review was removed from the internet, but that's fine.
Oh,
Well,
we
no,
can't
because
do
it's one of
that.
the greatest things I've ever won. You get your hat from Trev.
Right.
Well done.
Are you
So-
doing Edinburgh this year?
No one is, mate. It got cancelled.
No,
It's still going ahead.
yeah,
What, the
online.
city?
It's not Edinburgh, then, is it?
I think Brighton's happening still.
Brighton's always happening.
Oh, Dave, you and your drugs.
I just meant it's a hip hop upcoming place, and I love it.
Has the quiz finished?
On that note, Dave, are you going to say the end of the quiz or what? What's going on?
I was enjoying the conflab from AMJ and Barnes. I'll be honest. I was quite enjoying that. Hello and goodbye from Geraldine and me and Clayton. Yeah, bloody Poms. It's time to say goodbye to the quiz. And no doubt this will be my only appearance in anything to do with 3 men and a little virus.
Anyway, cheers, Chris. You've been,
Thank
you've
you.
been brilliant.
Barnes.
You won. You won. Well
Yes, I've won something.
done. Woo.
Well done.
Woo!
Excellent. 5 stars.
Thank you.
Something he'll never see in his lifetime.
A bit broken, aren't we?
Yes.
I think we are. I listened back to that episode I sent in the group. Man, it is it was so weird, like listening back to Living the Dream, because we're all in the studio together, and I literally sound like a puppy who's been just let loose, and like it's so weird. Like Paul, you're really kind of like mellow in it, like really mellow. And Mark, you're just it's odd. It's like the dynamics have completely changed. Like
I want to find the one word orange juice.
oh mate, I think there was definitely a turning point on it. But like you listen back to it and go, it doesn't even sound like the same people.
So this is Living the Dream from 2014. What was the date of it?
It was
31st of January 2014. See, that was a long time ago when we're Living the Dream live. So that was the Schindler's List episode where we got in trouble.
yeah.
Got told off, and it was all Paul's fault.
It was all
No,
Paul's
it wasn't.
fault. But that whole bit is 10 minutes long, and Schindler's List wasn't the only thing to get like mentioned in that. Platoon. It was one, and it was originally like going like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if this was selling aftershave? And then and as usual, Critters told us to do it, and then act like he didn't tell us to do it.
Yeah. It's like, what have you done that for?
What have you done that for? It's like you press play on that CD.
Barry should have called us. What do you do that for? We're in trouble.
See, the good old days, eh?
Oh, memories.
Memories.
But you can always listen back to all of them on Mixcloud.
Yeah, all under. If you just search, what did you search for?
I went on Mixcloud and typed in Living the Dream Live.
There you go. So anyone can do that. There's all the ones from all those years ago, from 2013 up until probably 2018. 17? I can't remember now.
I think it's 17, but they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it all ended.
Yeah.
And we all
AMJ
still
let
hate
us
each
down.
other. Yeah. Buggered off to Devon.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to go and earn some
Ruined
money.
it. It's ruined it all.
Well, I'll come back. It's like
Ruined
all
it
happened.
all.
Then you made us do this.
I didn't know it was going to last this long, did I? I
No,
thought
it's only
just
going to be a
something
couple of
upbeat.
weeks.
Yeah.
And now we're here. Yeah, talking about upbeat, I've got a nice little news story that I found. This one is about a place that I'm sure you used to work at, AMJ. Not this particular store, but Waitrose.
Oh.
I had some
Ooh,
Waitrose dip this week. Yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
Was it a bit posh?
No, I found it in the neighbour's bin. It hadn't been opened, so I thought perfect.
Why
Happy
not?
days.
Well, I don't know, actually. You might have worked here because this is the Waitrose in Hull.
No.
No?
No.
Did you not work at the Waitrose in Hull?
I can't wait for Christmas for the whole story.
Oh man.
One of these days.
Oh, it's coming at Christmas. Like I rewrote it today for something I'm doing, funnily enough, and it's there. There's a whole hour on Christmas stuff, including good stuff with that whole story.
Okay. But this one is actually a news story we got here is about a couple who were shopping in Waitrose in Hull and they took PPE to the max.
Oh.
Personal protective
Yeah.
equipment.
Exactly. Not only were they wearing the legally required masks, unless of course you're exempt. So stuck that in there. I'm good sometimes. They also had gloves on, goggles,
Yeah.
and what else do you think they had on?
Flippers.
Bin
Not that I
bag.
can see in this picture. No.
Sleeping bag.
No. It's a bit difficult to walk in a sleeping bag.
Wow. Depends what way you're wearing it.
Alligator heads for shoes.
That was Birmingham.
Well, they
I
bought
really
them
don't.
from there. You can purchase something and use it from where you brought it from.
Can you? It's a
Yeah.
newfangled
Do you
idea.
eat your dinners in the supermarket?
Yes. Don't you?
Everywhere's a buffet to Cridland.
Bloody right. Yeah, that's why you take a can opener to the supermarket.
Did they sew together all the bags for life to make a protective suit?
I wish they did. Well, they did have several bags for life, but it wasn't what they was wearing. Both of them were in full hazmat suits.
Why?
It's a bit extreme.
It is a bit extreme. They were the only ones. Of course, people were then taking photos and videos. And yeah, it's a bit crazy. I mean, face masks, of course, are mandatory unless you're exempt. But some people have just got a bit OTT. But I've never seen this much over the top. And yeah, full hazmat suits and just crazy.
I can understand, like in an Iceland or a more lower grade supermarket, but Waitrose, like they're quite on it with their cleanliness and everything. Like just like on the self-service till that was being
since they got
cleaned
rid of
every
you.
time. Well, yeah, definitely. I was losing them profits if anything. I wasn't stealing anything, but I think my
People
incident
just used to turn on heel. That man looks like he's from Dover. Turned heel.
What's he doing in it? I never had a proper uniform either, so I was the only one in my own clothes.
There was a strange ginger man behind the till. What's going on?
I remember, like, I got put on the self-service checkout tills, and I thought, you know what? Instead of asking people for their ID, I'm just going to give them a little quiz, and if they give the right answer, then they can have the alcohol. And this couple in their 60s, like, it went over there, went, oh, I don't need to see your ID, but I'm going to ask you a question. It's like, and remembering it was a Waitrose, so it's a very different supermarket to kind of what I'm used to, was like, so where did the trotters Trotter Brothers go on the Jolly Boys outing, and these two
Margate.
people looked at me. Exactly, Margate. These two people looked at me. I thought, you're very middle class, and you don't have a bloody clue. And one went, Romford. And I went, no.
Did you
Like, can I
refuse
have the
their
alcohol?
alcohol?
And I was like, no, it's refused as a joke. And they got annoyed and complained to customer services. But everyone else, other than that one person, enjoyed that gag of just like quizzing them as they come through. But yeah.
How many 12-year-olds knew the answer?
A lot of 12-year-olds knew the answer. I never changed the question. That was the flaw in the plan.
So they told all their mates at school. They just kept coming through.
There's this ginger guy. You know it's him because he hasn't got a uniform.
He doesn't even work there. He just turns up.
He just turns up, lets everyone through.
He told his fiancée he's got a job, and he's like, "Oh no, I've got to do something about it now."
Oh no!
That's the reason he left there. He had all these parents coming in going, my 6-year-old has just come over with some vodka.
Oh, I just blamed it on Terry in accounts.
Good idea.
Terry, you've done it again. Oh.
It's all his fault. So yeah, a little update then on coronavirus. Up to February the 26th, which was the date that I had my COVID vaccine, the first one, a total of 17,254,844 people had been vaccinated in England. So, woo! And it's, of course, going up every day because lots of people are having their vaccines now. Now it's moving into the 40 to 50-year-old bracket, no matter if you've got conditions or not. So there's got quite a few people, members of my staff actually, who are in their 40s who are getting their vaccine now, which is good. So it's rolling out across the board.
It is amazing, though, isn't it? It does make you feel so proud of the NHS. Like,
sound like Clayton come back then, the way you went like.
Sorry.
Yeah, proud of the NHS. Proud of the NHS and their 1% pay rise they're going to get, eh? It's good, isn't it?
And do you know what, though? At the end of this, people need to remember so much. Remember, like, when they didn't close the pubs and the clubs and Boris went on TV and told people to stay at home. Remember when they told everyone who works in the arts to go in cyber. Remember when they told us we could have Christmas and knew it wasn't going to happen. The guy's absolute... Don't forget. Do not ever forget that. We're voting again and they built that gold statue of him. Don't, because he is.
Sorry, I also remember they went to Margate. And you get quizzed by the guy at the checkout.
Remember they went to Margate. How to stop a political rant. Remember they went to Margate. But, like, in the future, if I have a really bad day and, like, I'm about to do something big in my life, I want to ring you and I just want you to say, remember they went to Margate, and then hang up. I'm going to do it
for our
next
sins.
Week. Yeah. Remember they went to Margate.
Paul, did you find that news story you was looking for earlier?
Yeah, there's a doggy. There's a doggy born. So it's become a puppy. A dog isn't born, a puppy's born. And what was different about it?
Why are you reading the news? Why are you on the BBC doing the news? Some bad stuff has happened, I think. What's a cat? There was a cat.
No, it's a kitten. No.
I said it was a dog. It was a dog that was born. It was a pup. Look, a puppy was born. All right, one of a kind.
Yes, one of a kind. It's
you just don't know.
I think the puppy bore some resemblance to Odin's horse.
How? In what way? A long face?
The amount of legs. Toe?
How many legs?
8 legs.
8 legs.
Spider. It was actually a spider, not a puppy.
It was just a hairy tarantula. That was as big as a puppy.
Big hairy tarantula.
I'm reading the news, apparently.
Oh,
right. AMJ, what's different about this puppy? It's not worth this, is it? Nothing's worth it. Why do I keep coming back to this?
Well, what's different about this puppy? He was born
8 foot tall.
without any eyelashes.
He's born without any eyelashes. That'd be very unusual for a dog. But you're incorrect. And Critters, you're incorrect as well.
Oh.
He was. He's got a name. He's called Skipper.
It's an alligator. It's a crocodile.
No, because that begins with an S, not a C. We went through this earlier.
Kangaroo.
No, that was Skippy, but it's Skipper. He was meant to have a twin, but they didn't really pull apart properly, so one of them's dead. But he was born.
Keep it light.
6 legs and 2 tails.
Bloody hell!
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's pretty
2
extreme.
tails. It's like the character out of Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Did
Yeah,
he
what was it?
survive?
With 2 tails. What was the name of that character that had 2
Clive.
tails? Clive.
Clive with his 2 tails.
What they didn't realise is that one was at the back and one was at the front.
Yeah, it was always after he'd been for a run or just been on the internet that he could always fly. Well, he had an aggressive wee, as it's referred to.
Oh
Cool,
no,
what
it's
you
more
doing
like
to the car?
more
I'm
like.
watching it. I collect those things afterwards.
Oh man, I was doing.
They were fucking cock rings, weren't they? That's what it was.
That was just the noise of him shooting his load. I can't believe I just said that out loud. You two are bad for me.
My Robotnik was always so annoyed because he was just coming on everything. 3-0 zone.
Every time Dr. Robotnik hit him, he'd lose his rings everywhere, wouldn't he? So that's it's like kinky.
That's why there's so many water levels.
He needs a watch.
That's not lava.
Oh, it's sea salt. Oh, I was meant to say sea water. I was going for
Right, tell us more about this puppy, cat, dog, whatever it is.
It was a puppy called Skipper.
Puppy. What kind of puppy?
With 50% more paws to love and 100% more tails to wag, offers have been coming in thick and fast to support Skipper as she grows up. The Pamper Poochie's family have been offered funds to her veterinary bills and a lifetime supply of treats to boot. Neil Veterinary Hospital, where the puppy currently resides, possibly her organs appear to be in great shape. She is peeing and pooping and is very strong. She nurses well, and she is growing appropriately so far. There you go.
What kind of dog is it?
A baby one, that's why it's a puppy.
What breed?
It doesn't say.
Have you got a picture?
Yes, and it looks like Winston Churchill with 6 legs.
So it's a human.
No. There's a reference to Home Improvement in that joke. I realise not everyone's going to get that joke.
I've not seen Home Improvement in many, many years.
Indeed, neither have I. But there's a bit where they talk about newborn babies, and Tim goes, "Well, they all look like Winston Churchill."
Right, so following on from the Sonic the Hedgehog comments, have you seen there's a woman on TikTok who's gone on there and gone, I found something really strange about Elm Lee double cream.
It's full of hedgehog spunk.
No.
No, I don't.
Not even cream.
It's not even cream.
It's not even cream. See, if you look on the back of the pot of the Elm Lee double cream, it actually says it's a blend of buttermilk and vegetable oils and is an alternative to cream.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, my life has been a lie, is what she says. So, yeah, if next time you're in a supermarket or if you've got a pot in your fridge, have a look-see on the back and look at it. It says that Elm Lee state that their product benefits from a longer shelf life compared to regular.
I've got some strawberry yogurt. Strawberry jam, apricot jam.
No, Elm Lee double cream. They say that Elmley stays fresher for longer over double the shelf life of dairy cream. So because
I thought you say over double the shit. I thought, bloody hell, what's going on here?
if you have too much of it. So yeah, go and check out your Elmley double cream. Why not? Go and check it out. Anything else that you guys want to bring up this week?
Not until I've talked to my psychiatrist. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No.
Unless you want to listen to Scart on d0fm.co.uk tonight, for those of you listening on Saturday, starts at 5 p.m. We can listen again at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday night. That is British summertime times. And when we go back to GMT, it'll be GMT as well. Actually, we're in GMT now, but when we move to British summertime, that would be the things. Or you can just ask your smart speaker to play Dover Community Radio. And you'll get there.
And if you've got any requests, you can send it over to your psychiatrist.
Yep.
How's the show going anyway?
No complaints so far.
Does that mean that no one's listened?
Well, no, because people are actually using the shout-out box. And when I looked, no one had used it since December, before I came back.
December 2014.
Yeah, when we left.
Yeah.
That didn't end too well, that shout-out box. But that's another story for another time.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Talking of shout-outs, actually, if anyone wants to jump onto the new chat room, which is on Facebook for Free Men and a Little Virus, just search for Free Men and a Little Virus chat room on Facebook. Request to join the group if you're not already in it. And maybe, if you got any shout-outs for birthdays, things like that you want us to do, or any suggestions for things you want to talk about on the show, let us know. Just right on there, right on the chat room, and let us know.
Yeah, well, the thing is as well, there's 32 hours of podcasts, and if you're going over the Living the Dream live stuff that we've done in the past, there is over 42 hours worth of that there as well. And
There's more than that.
No one deserves to listen to all that.
And separate side projects as well. How much material are we giving you, wonderful people?
Loads. And if you like your rock music and metal music, you can head over to the Rockouts. This is available on all the usual podcast sites or from the Musical Insights website. Of course, there's the links to both lots of podcast stuff. There are other ways of listening to this as well. If you don't have a podcast site that you use or an app that you use, you got YouTube. But also, if you just go over to the Musical Insights website and click on the Comedy Podcast Hub, there's all the links to all the different podcasts, and also you can listen on that website. You don't have to do anything. You can just press play on that website.
That sounds pretty damn good. And also, guys, it's all there. It's all there. If you don't want to donate, you don't have to. That's the joy of this. Just tell a friend that it's a good show to listen to.
It's all free unless you want to help us and pay for our psychologists.
And I get mine on the NHS. That's why I can only do 6 weeks at a time. My brother's really enjoying the show, though.
Is he?
How about that? Yeah.
Hey, any good?
Hey, hello, brother Tiggy.
Oh, I just thought, actually, talking of psychologists and people going a bit crazy, are we going to have a celebrity guest on for next week's quiz?
Yes. I'll make sure they're still available. If not, I'll get another celebrity guest. There's actually quite a few people wanting to take part now.
Really?
Yeah. True story.
Right, on that note, we shall end and come back next week then, shall we? For more of this, and maybe not quite as Fruit Loopy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back next week.
Maybe more Honey Nut Loops instead.
Well, come on, Paul.
Cheerio. Well, the podcast always loses its steam when I come back. There might be another week of Dave.
Put the kettle on, and there'll be plenty of steam.
I've changed my mind. I think it's Critters. I think he has to go.
Bring back Thomas the Tank Engine. He had all the steam.
He did.
You're not helping yourself, Critters.
No, I'm not. No. Anyway, cheerio.
Cheerio.
I'm waving.
I want DJ Critters back.
Musical Insights.